Hi, I'm Kurt Kelly for Live Video Inc. and Actors Reporter with coverage from NAB 2012. In this episode, Tony Orchard from Intel, Ramki from Prime Focus, and Steve Wozniak of Apple fame in the Celebrity Spotlight Moment. All that and much more coming up in this episode of NAB 2012 from Las Vegas.
You're behind the table in Las Vegas with the Actors Reporter and Kurt Kelly. Stick around. You don't want to miss this.
Welcome to NAB 2012, live from Las Vegas. From Las Vegas, it's NAB 2012.
Hi, this is Tom Wilson from Emotion 3D. We're at the NAB show 2012, just wrapping up, and we're very proud to announce that we were ranked #1 in terms of innovative technology at the show. Thank you.
Look at this board, these speakers, and this solid state production truck. I'm thinking this booth alone, maybe the truck alone, and we'll find out during the show, could be worth easily $1 million, maybe more, depending on what secret agent stuff they have inside. So now, let's see what's next. And now meet Anthony Orchard, who is a lab manager at Intel Corporation. I'm Kurt Kelly with Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. We are at the Intel booth, where they not only have a new technology, shock-a-do, but they have probably some of the best-looking displays I've seen on the whole floor. And we're with Anthony, who is an engineering genius with Intel, I believe in Colorado, right?
Actually, Oregon, Portland, Oregon.
I was really close, wasn't I?
Yeah, it was really, I mean, they were like that.
Just like this.
Yeah.
So, you have a new technology that's a spin on Mother Nature.
Oh yeah, well, you know, we're trying to revolutionize the computer industry. So what we have is we have a technology called Thunderbolt.
So that's that noise I'm hearing out.
Not that noise you hear, no. But it's almost as cool, or maybe more cool. So what we've done is, this is a technology we developed, we invented it, and we make silicon for, and then we enable our vendors and they're making devices for it. So what it is we've boiled down all the stuff that you plug into your computer, and we've boiled it all down to one cable. This is it, one cable.
So I get to take one home to try and make sure it works right.
Well, you know.
All right.
So what this is DisplayPort and PCIe in one cable.
Wow.
So our silicon is on the motherboard.
Which is way faster than...
Yeah, and I'll tell you here, just
Firewire.
It's on the motherboard. This is the fastest I/O. It runs 2 channels, bi-directional.
Does it need special drivers?
No drivers.
No drivers?
10 gigabits per second.
10
gigabits per second.
We can't find any transfer rates that we can be uploading to the cloud that fast.
So, you know, I've been talking to people on the show, and they say, oh, 10 gigabits per second, and they look like, you know, whoop-de-doo. As I can tell,
They're not
I don't really know what that means.
Conceptualizing how fast that is.
So for you folks, let me tell you what that really means.
Right.
That means a full-length HD movie transferred in 30 seconds. Okay?
Wow.
That means if you streamed MP3 music 24/7, 365, I can take all that music and move it in 10 minutes. So when I arrived here to set up my demo, I have a drive with 650 gigs.
Right.
I transferred it from a slower RAID drive to a faster RAID drive, and I 650 gigs.
Almost a terabyte, not quite there.
In 9 minutes, roughly.
When I think of all the data I've been transferring in the past week or so alone, because I just set up a whole new network in my offices in LA, and we had to transfer over terabytes.
Yeah.
And at the speeds, and I had a gigabit router. And even at a gigabit per second, it took days to get all of the data transferred in and formulated. Will this do video, or will it also do documents and other data transfer?
It's data. It's whatever. It's data, right?
Right.
I mean, really, what we've done is essentially we've been able to maintain it as PCI data, so we keep it high speed. And so it's just data, it doesn't matter.
So what port in my computer is this plugging into, and do I need special RAM processing to make it happen?
So the Thunderbolt port is actually identical to a DisplayPort. So we've taken the DisplayPort and we've reworked it, so it's actually backwards compatible with DP in some respects. I'll tell you about that. So it's exactly the same connector, same hardware, pins, all that stuff's the same. So if you look at your machine, you'll see a DP port. And if it's Thunderbolt, it'll have the Thunderbolt logo, above it.
If it's not Thunderbolt, can it still run at that speed?
Well, so if it's not Thunderbolt, then it's DisplayPort. And let me
So you
explain
can't
that.
change
Yeah,
it.
so let me explain
Okay.
that. So with Thunderbolt, you can have up to 6 devices.
Tell my friend here. No.
Yeah, I'm telling your friend here.
Okay.
You can have up to 6 devices on one port. Daisy chain. Order doesn't matter. There's devices.
So it's almost like a Wi-Fi concept then.
in some ways. But it's not networking. Or the order doesn't matter. You know, so we have devices that have 2 ports. You can put them in the middle. If they're one port, for obvious reasons, they go on the end.
Right.
And you plug into your host, which is your computer, and you go to, you might be a Thunderbolt.
Or your server.
Or, your machine that has
Right.
Thunderbolt, right? And then you plug into your devices. That might be storage. That might be a Thunderbolt display that has docking features with USB and networking and card readers all on board. That could be video input-out devices. It could be a fiber channel adapter. It could be and this is a really big thing of the show, a PCI Express expansion chassis. So we're enabling you to plug a PCI card via Thunderbolt into your notebook.
Good afternoon, Las Vegas. My name is Allison Williams from Chicago, Illinois. I represent Kennedy King College. I'm here with the BEA 2012, and I'm really learning some new things. It's really exciting. This is my first time in Vegas, and I'm really enjoying myself. And by the way, I am an aspiring radio personality. My radio personality name is Miss French Vanilla. So if you all are looking for someone, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to follow. However it is that I can do, whatever I can do to learn my field, I'm willing to do that. Miss French Vanilla, Allison Williams, Chicago, Illinois, Kennedy King College. Thank you.
Did you know from NAB 2012 there were just under 100,000 media and entertainment professionals from nearly 160 countries? There were nearly 1,600 exhibiting companies, covering nearly 1 million square feet of the Las Vegas Convention Center, and nearly 1,700 members of the press covering the event of nearly $20 billion in purchasing power for this year's NAB 2012.
I'm Kurt Kelly from Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. We are live at NAB 2012. If you think there are speed bumps in the road ahead in technology, stay tuned. We'll have some things that will show you some amazing new technologies that will take you far beyond your imagination, where you can watch 3D without having glasses, where you can be in total control of your next sporting television broadcast. And if they have 100 cameras there, with a new technology, you'll have the ability to direct and produce your own sporting event, and so much more. So stay tuned. This is Actors Reporter, and I'm Kurt Kelly from Live Video Inc.
Coming up next on our coverage of NAB 2012, Jill Clawson-Smith and Cammy Coleman from Kameleon Productions in Utah talking about their endeavors and experiences at NAB 2012. Stick around, that's coming up. I'm Kurt Kelly from Las Vegas for Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc.
Jenny Griffin with Canon, and we will be right back with Actors Reporter and Kurt Kelly.
Hi, this is Jennifer with Film Tools, and you're watching Actors Reporter Live Video Inc. with your host, Kurt Kelly.
Welcome back to NAB 2012 from Las Vegas. I'm Kurt Kelly for Live Video Inc. and Actors Reporter. Now we meet Jill Clawson-Smith and Cammy Coleman, who are the co-founders of Kameleon Productions.
Hi, I'm Kurt Kelly from Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. We are live at NAB, National Association of Broadcasters 2012 in Las Vegas. You know, they say what happens here stays here. I'm doing this show on Travel Channel called Vegas Trip, where we're making sure people know what really goes on in Vegas. And I am so blessed to be with Jill Clawson-Smith and Cammy Coleman, who are the founders of the Culture Club movement for a new company. Could you explain that?
Well, it's called Kameleon Productions, and we are actually producers for film. So I'm just very excited because we just started doing this. We are actors and models. Or actors.
No way.
Yes. Isn't that like way? Yeah.
So you have nothing to do with Boy George and Karma Kameleon then?
No comment on that.
I say, no comment, she said. So how do you know each other? How did you get this whole Kameleon thing going?
Oh, we met 2 years ago, and at Sundance actually. And
were you dancing?
I was. Nice. Very happy. So I'm excited for that bus.
So what types of films and productions are you working on as a new production company?
Right now we're actually working with Lyman Dayton, and we're going to be doing 3 feature films. They're family films. And Lyman Dayton wrote Redfern Grows on Against the Crooked Sky, On Your Way Home. And he's coming out with these 3 films. And so we're just sitting down and making sure we have the right atmosphere, the right music to go with it, and just, of course, the money. And go
Details.
Yes.
So how is the process going? What stage are you in?
You know what, right now we're just getting investors going, and we're getting out the media kits and working on that. We're getting the word out. We're also working with Film Utah magazine and helping them highlight Utah as the great place to film and what incentives we have with that. We are getting a total multicultural group of people coming, and the talent that is coming out has been awesome, and it's just been amazing to work with some of these people. And a lot of them like to live in Utah, and then they will travel to Los Angeles or back east, but they always seem to come back to Utah, and it's just been great to get to know these people, and they've been really nice to work with.
This year was just a great opportunity for us as a production company to go in and work with Film Utah, Utah Film Commission, and all those guys to be up there at Sundance. And we did a lounge up there and got to bring in sponsors and all those people and be highlighted of who we are and just talk with one-on-one with people. And those people are willing to teach, so we can be willing to learn and be great students at what we're trying to do.
Kameleon Productions also features photography by Cam Creation Photography, including country singer-songwriter Nathan Osman, as well as many other people. Kameleon Productions has events coming up and are committed to 5-star production results.
I'm Dennis Fortin, the NAB Executive Vice President of Communications. I'm happy to be here with Kurt Kelly and Actors Reporters, the online service that I never miss.
Coming up, our celebrity spotlight on Steve Wozniak, who's the chief scientist of Fusion IO, the co-founder of Apple. I'm Kurt Kelly for Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. Stick around.
This is Guido Voltolina at the Dolby booth, introducing Dolby 3D with Dolby and Philips joint project, and you're watching Actors Reporter.
Welcome back to NAB 2012, and now meet Ramki from Prime Focus.
I'm Kurt Kelly from Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. We're here at the NAB 2012 with one of the key principals of Clear, Ramki.
Hi.
Welcome. Hi. So Ramki, Clear is a company that is, I'm understanding now from talking with some of the people who surround you, an enormous company. How many channels do you work with and represent worldwide?
Hey, thank you for having me. Prime Focus Technologies is the company that I work for, and Clear is a technology platform that comes from the stable of Prime Focus Technologies. Prime Focus is actually a global visual entertainment services company with about 5,000 people around 3 continents. So we have offices all the way from Vancouver through New York, Hollywood, London, and across India. While primarily we provide creative and technical services to the studios, broadcasters, and the advertising fraternity. And
so is this a company that you founded yourself and have grown since the beginning days?
Prime Focus Technologies is a company that I founded, which is part of Prime Focus, right? And what Prime Focus Technologies does is really helps manage the content operations of content owners. So, what we tell content owners is that, while they are busy making the content and marketing the content, they let us manage the content operations and making sure that the content is sort of, rightly available to kind of, be taken to all the distribution platforms around the world. We actually work with a number of television networks all around the world now, and as each one of these television networks are migrating their operations from more tape to tapeless and want to actually go multi-platform. That's exactly where we sort of is our sweet spot when we really leverage the power of digitization there. We not only sort of enable them to digitize their own technical operations, Clear enables them to actually digitize the way they work. So it's not about the technical department, but it's about how you bring programming, promo ops, marketing, legal, and operations together on one single interface, one single platform, and also sort of have an ability to connect to the ecosystem of their suppliers and customers. And that's why we say Clear actually helps manage the business of content as opposed to managing just the technical operations. And I think that's kind of what is very unique about actually putting a business framework around a technical operation.
Clear is a platform that has nothing to do with the hotspot company here in the United States.
No, Clear is our hybrid cloud platform. So we are the world's first hybrid cloud platform and the world's most established hybrid cloud platform. We have over 150,000 hours of content under management across the world, across our global customers, and we have over 40,000 television shows that we process on an annual basis. Right?
With those numbers, how many lifetimes would it take me to watch each one of those one time, not even a rerun? How many times would I have to live to watch that much content?
That's kind of calculating how much is a light year and what's the distance in light year and how I'll take to sort of cover it. But jokes apart, I think it's a very substantial sort of number, and I think that's what sort of bringing much of the interest for our customers at the show, because I think now they tick off a few things. One, the credibility of a cloud-based platform is proven. So it's not a PowerPoint, it's not a futuristic sort of statement. It's happening, it's here and now, and people are seeing that. So number one. Number two is also sort of is the unique aspect of leveraging the cloud and actually leveraging a global workforce, global talent, right? And how you bring them together to kind of help better monetization of content, and how do you drive efficiencies and bring down costs of your operations, right? And I think that's kind of really what is why this becomes a technology conversation as much as a CFO conversation.
I'm Linda Kruse, the speaker at the Harmonic booth at the National Association of Broadcasters in Las Vegas 2012. We're here with Actors Reporter and your host, Kurt Kelly, Live Video Inc.
And now let's meet Steve Wozniak. He served as Fusion IO Chief Scientist since December 2008. He's also held positions with HP. He was the co-founder of Apple. He's won national awards for the National Medal of Technology for his development and introduction of personal computers. He's also been involved in various business and philanthropic ventures, as well as computer capabilities schools, stressing hands-on learning and encouraging creativity for students.
A long time ago, I wrote a program to solve the knight's tour, where a knight hits every square on the chessboard exactly once. And I had a computer that could do 1 million things a second. Unheard of speed compared to a human. And the program sat there, nothing came out. And I went back and then I recalculated it was going to take 10 to the 25th years. So what that taught me was a computer by raw speed isn't the total solution. The solution is the creativity that's in a human's mind to come up with better approaches to solving a problem, better algorithms. So the human brain is very important. And at that time, I never felt that technology would ever equal the human brain, although in recent times I'm kind of finally this year backing off on that idea. In the future, we're going to have computers that do think and they do feel. And already, who do you ask? You used to ask a smart person a question, you use their brain, their creativity. Now you ask somebody whose name starts with G-O. And for some of you it might be God, but for me it's Google. And I get back all these answers more than any human could give, and I just talk like a natural human. I'd like a reservation somewhere at 8 p.m., and I get the reservation through Siri and programs like that. And, will a computer ever be able to sit there, once we've done our work on the movie, play it back itself and analyze it the way a human would analyze it? Was there a mistake? Did something cut at the wrong point? Were some of the words that were used at one point in the movie incorrect compared to something that was said later? Will programs be written that actually detect these things and then tell us how to correct our movie? And the program will tell us, oh my gosh, you've got to correct this flaw here, and here's a flaw there, and here's something people are going to detect there, and we'll go and make the movies a little bit better, won't we? And then you have to say, is the machine helping us be creative, or is it the creative element? And is it aiding us, or is it creating? And all I can say is, you'd have to ask Watson for the answer. Thank you.
Hi, this is Florian Seitner from Emotion 3D. We are here at the NAB 2012, a great event, and after a week of this great show, we are definitely looking forward to coming back next year.
Coming up on a future episode of NAB 2012, Rob Legato at 2012 NAB Post-Production World Keynote, Linda Kruse from Harmonic, Ted Sorrentos from Netflix. We have continuing coverage of NAB 2012 coming up soon. I'm Kurt Kelly from Live Video Inc. and Actors Reporter. Thanks for joining us.
Erica Blackwell with Erica Live on Your Biz Live TV. I'll try that again. I'm so tired. Erica Blackwell with Erica Live on YBL TV. That's Your Biz Live TV. We're here at the NAB show. I am interviewing with Kurt from the Actors. Kurt Kelly, Actors Reporter. I'm Erica Blackwell with Erica Live on YBL TV. We're here at the NAB show. I'm here with Kurt Kelly with the Actors Reporter. Jesus Christ.
It's on the thing in front of you.
Now it's time for the NAB 2012 special bonus moments from Las Vegas.
Once again, thank you for coming. As you all know, now that's wild, I'll tell you that much. As you all know, tonight's event would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. And once again, give a big round of applause to our main sponsor, AMD. AMD continues to put out amazing processors, graphics cards, and all the things that drive our wild creativity. We also have a few new sponsors this year. We've got Red Giant, makers of Magic Bullet, Gen Arts, and other products as well. Gen Arts, makers of Sapphire and Sapphire Edge, and Singular Software, makers of Pluralize, among other products. And you can see all of these companies in the Sony booth in the kiosk area. Also, those of you that have been to the user group event here before, you know we love raffle prizes, and tonight is no exception. We're giving away camcorders, software, Vegas, production assistant from VAS, Acid, SoundForge. We're giving away Red Giant software, software from Sapphire, and software from Pluralize. Remember, you must be present to win, and the raffles will take place immediately after our main presentation. And now, I once again have the unique pleasure of introducing somebody who in this crowd needs no introduction. However, I think tonight at our 12th annual event, I'd like to tell you something that maybe some of you don't know. Going back 13 or 14 years in the offices in Madison, Wisconsin, I remember this guy going toe-to-toe with the chief technical officer on individual product specs for the new upcoming release of Vegas version 1. You guys, you're going to release Vegas and it's not going to have external preview. It's not going to have this feature. What about my pet feature over here? Come on, guys. This product needs it. And for 11 versions, that's how the process has gone. Many of the tools you find inside of Vegas started inside the mind of our next speaker. And when we say somebody wrote the book on a subject, in this instance, he's written several books and several versions of books on Vegas editing software and many other video production topics. So ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Douglas Spotted Eagle.
find a better picture? I mean, come on, Dave. Well, good evening, everyone. We say this every year. It's been a long time since we started the process, and it's fun to see us keep growing every year and all the different things that we have been doing for the past year. This year has been it's been insane with Vegas. First of all, I want to tell you that this new book that we have out on Vegas, the new editing workshop, was written from the ground up. David McKnight was my tech editor on this book. I know David's somewhere in the room here. But David said to me last fall when Vegas 11 came out, I think we need to burn down the manuscript from the old one and start again. If I'd had any idea how bad or how old the Vegas 4 and Vegas 5 book versions were and some of the things we'd reprocessed, I probably would have done things differently. But David inspired me to write a brand new book, and from the ground level up, it's got lots of things on 3D and some of the new audio tools and some of the other compositing tools that are found in Vegas. So I'm excited about that. It's been a busy year for us. We've been testing Vegas and working with Vegas in a variety of environments. One of the things I've been most excited about, of course, you know, I'm deeply involved in the skydiving world. And for those of you that keep asking how my health is, I'm great, guys. Thank you for asking. I started jumping about 5 months after the accident. It may have been a little bit of a mistake. We kind of bent the metal inside my body, but we've been working a lot with different cameras and different formats in Vegas. And the thing that is impressing people the most, the thing that we run into on sets all over the world, is we have guys that are shooting things like Red Epics and Red Ones, or they're shooting some of these new high-speed cameras you can see in the picture on the upper left. That's a 1,000 frame a second camera that's in as a prototype right now. And you can see some other cameras that we're testing there, but a lot of different formats. And we get on these sets and we just take cards out and we pop them into the laptop and we start editing. And you have all these guys that are coming from the Apple world or from other application worlds looking and saying, wait a second, how are you doing that? You're not transferring it, you're not transcoding it, you're not doing anything with it. That was one of the things that I think blew Donald's mind away, was when he saw that we were able to edit content right off of the card. No transfer, no transcode, no nothing. Mixing different frame rates, mixing different resolutions, mixing different format types, all in the timeline, and watching it all happen in real time. It just blows their minds. The middle picture that you see right there, that's an HTC commercial. You've probably seen it. It's just starting to hit the airwaves right now on television, and it's all over the internet for the new HTC phone. And when you do see that, none of it is CGI. All of it is 100% real. It's all practicals where we're putting the makeup on the skydiver and falling through the air in real time. So you can see the 3D camera on my helmet down there. We've been working a lot with 3D as well. So we're pretty excited about that. But let's take a second and talk about what else has been going on with some of the tools. So you know we've got a lot of software out there. VAST has been developing lots and lots of software, and for the first time in a number of years, John Refrano has made his way here to NAB. He's our senior developer, and John is the guy that's the brains behind all the code that works there and makes things go. So John, where are you? I'd like you to stand up so everybody can give him a round of applause. There he is right in the back. I can't even begin to guess where my life would be without this guy. He's one of my dear friends, and we've been doing a lot of things together for many, many years. So JR, I'm glad you finally made it back to NAB to see what's happening with the crew here. Right. So let's talk about the plugins that we develop over at VAST. First of all, Production Assistant. Production Assistant is the slam-on BAM tool for automating your production workflow. We've installed this into all kinds of action sports centers and broadcasters around the world. We see it at NBC, ABC, CNN, Comcast Sports Network. We're seeing it very heavily involved in the aircraft industry, where they're turning around these thrill rides. We're seeing it happen over the stratosphere when you go on the bungee jump, or not a bungee jump, but the base jump off the side of the building, and you jump from the building, fall to the ground. All those things are processed inside of Sony Vegas.